Okay, today we're going to talk about Louise Reynolds. She was the first woman to be a full professor at Brigham Young University. She taught English, and she was an important advocate for the BYU Library. Reynolds' mother died when she was only 12, and her father sent her to high school at Brigham Young Academy, where one of her teachers was none other than Carl G. Mazur. After she graduated, she taught at Brigham Young Academy for 2 years, and the president of the academy, Benjamin Clough, asked her if she would go study literature at the University of Michigan so she could establish a literary department. She got a loan from the church school system to pay for her education and came back to Brigham Young Academy, where she became a faculty member in 1894 at the tender age of 21. She created the first English literature program at BYU and introduced her students to the great literature of the day. Reynolds' absent-mindedness was legendary. According to undated reports from our own folklore collection, she once took her teapot to school instead of her purse. Another story is she walked through a herd of cattle while reading a book. Another time, she went to her office to study thinking it was the weekend. Since she had forgotten her key, she climbed in through the window, only to be greeted by her class, since it was a weekday and they were expecting her to teach them. These instances of absent-mindedness only further endeared Reynolds to her students and friends, and at her 59th birthday party in 1933, her guests enthusiastically supported the idea of forming an Alice Louise Reynolds Club. It was basically a cultural club consisting of her friends, former students, and fans, and it had 16 chapters. All of them except for one were in Utah, and the other was in New York City. The club raised funds and donated over 10,000 books to the BYU Library. Her legacy lives on in the library in the form of the Alice Louise Reynolds Auditorium, and in this portrait we have of her that hangs on the third floor.